Good morning, children. I hope everyone are fine. Okay. So in the last class, we discussed what we discussed in the last class. Wait. It's exercise number 3.1. Only left with the that is the last 8 main, right? So up to 7 main, true or false, I told in 3.1. So we just be go from that one 8 main. Okay, 3.1. Now start with the 8 main of a 3.1. Okay, 3.1 8 main up to 7th main completed in the last class only. Okay, so represent the following numbers on a represent the following on a number line. Okay, so they given here addition of a number, subtraction of a number, or a multiplication of a number. Even I given some examples how to represent this addition of a number and subtraction of a number, right? So according to that only we are doing now. Okay, what is the first question? That is a 8 plus 3. Okay, first draw a number line here. Here both are positive numbers only. We don't put here a negative number. Okay, so here we are discussing about only whole numbers, right? So here whole numbers means start with a 0 here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so this is a number line. Okay, number line. Yes, so it is a number line here. Start with a 0 value. So I turn up to 12 number. First write 8 value. Okay, up to 8. Where is 8 here? Here. Right? So mark this one. 8 first. Okay. After that we are adding a 3 numbers. 3 numbers means this is a 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay. So what answer you got here? 11. Right? So don't put a mark here. This is the 8 value. Okay. For 8 number we are adding a 3. 1, 2, 3. So this answer is 11. Okay. So this is the representation of this addition of a numbers on the number line. Like this we have to represent. Next go for the second one. What is the second one here? 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9 again. Write the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13, right? 0, first 3 how to write? This is a 3, right? 3. After 3 you are adding a 9 number. Adding means one number you have to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So 9 times added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the answer we got here? 1. That is the representation of this addition of numbers on the number line. Okay. Next one. Okay. Next one. Third one also addition is there. Fourth one also addition is there. Do it yourself. I'll do fifth one. Okay, fifth one. 8 minus 7. Draw a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So first 8 number is here. Right. Minus 7. Minus 7 means come take a reverse line. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the answer you want? You have to take a reverse here. Whenever minus is there, you have to take a reverse curves. Means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is the answer you got? 1. 8 minus 7, 1. We know that one. Right? So next 6 1 do, that is also 10 minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Start from the 10 here. You have to minus 3. Means this is 1, 2, and here 3. Right? So what is the answer? 10 minus 3 is 7. Right? Like this we have to represent the given following number, addition of a numbers or subtraction of a numbers on the number line. Okay. So next one. Another seventh one also subtraction. So that one do it yourself. And eighth one also subtraction. That is also do it yourself. I'll do ninth one. 3 into 6. Ninth one, right? 3 into 6. Draw a number line here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18 here. Okay. So that is the number line. 3 into 6 means 3 times of a 6. Okay. Take a first number, that is a 3. One time. Like this you have to do 6 times. Take a for three numbers because here 3 is there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. The first one for the 3. Next 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second time. Next three numbers. 1, 2, 3. Here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 18 is the answer. One time, two times, three times, four times, fifth time, six times. Right? 3, 3, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the answer? 18 is the answer. Another one I will do. Come to it. 4 into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 4 means here, take a 4 first. One time, two time only or two. Okay, one time, two time. Only two times. That is 4 values. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What is the answer? 4 2 is 8. We know that one. Okay. So next another. That is a 11th one and 12th one also. 3 into 5 is there and 2 into 9 is there. That is do it yourself. Okay. So next we'll discuss with the properties of a whole numbers. Okay, so start with the properties of a whole numbers. Properties of a whole numbers. In that first one, that is a closure property. Okay, properties of a whole numbers. First about the addition and selling. Okay, about addition I am telling, we are using only operation is addition here. Don't take a subtraction, multiplication, division. Only we are talking about the addition. If there is a addition, what are the properties of the whole numbers? In addition, first one is a closure property. Okay, sum of two whole number is also a whole number. Okay, take any two numbers and add those two numbers. That is a 3 plus 5, we will get 8 only. 8 is also again a whole number. Okay. So the closure property says that the addition of a two whole numbers is again a whole number. If you are getting a here, if you are taking a two whole numbers and again you are getting a whole number, that is called as the closure property. So this is called as the closure property. Means in generally we can write a comma b C. A plus B is belonging to whole number. Okay. This symbol is called as the belonging. Belongs. Okay. Belongs ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. Next. Then A plus B is equal to C. That C also belongs to whole number. Means A 3 and 5 are whole numbers. Then the sum should be always whole number only. That is called as the closure property. Okay, closure property means sum of two whole number is again a whole number. Okay, take any two whole numbers, it is belonging to whole number only, and the sum is also a whole number. Means it is a closure property satisfied. Okay, so next one. To write like this. In general formula I am writing for all a comma c belongs to whole number. Next property is commutative property. Okay, commutative property is given here. What is the commutative property? The order in which you add the two whole numbers does not change their sum. We express this fact as saying that the addition of a two whole numbers is a commutative. Okay, see here, a plus b is equal to b plus a for all a comma b belongs to whole number. See here, I am writing here. This for all means this is called as the for all symbol. Okay, this reverse a. Okay, reverse A is called as the for all, and this one, this means is belongs. It is belong symbol. Okay, so here I am writing. Next, A plus B is equal to B plus C. That is nothing but a C here. 6 plus 4, that is equal to 10. And exchange the numbers. This is A, now this is B. Now do the B plus A. That is the 4 plus 6. What is the answer? 10 only, right? You are getting both are the same only. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Then it is called as the commutative property. Okay. What is the commutative property says? That is the A plus B and B plus A. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Then commutative property is satisfied. If both are not equal, then we can't say that this commutative property is satisfied. Okay. Whenever A plus B is equal to B plus A, then only we can say that that is a commutative property satisfied here. Okay. Next one, go for the associative property again. Associative property. Okay. Associative property is nothing but A plus B plus C. That is equal to A plus B plus C. For all A comma B comma C belongs to whole number only. First add these two numbers and after add this number. Okay, and again first leave this number, add last two numbers, and after that add this number. If you are getting the same answers only, then it is a associative. Otherwise it's not a associative. See here, I will give example. 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 5. A value is 2, B value is 3 and C value is 5 here. Okay. So now do 2 plus 3 is 5 and here also 5. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10 and 8 plus 2 is also 10. What is the answer? 10 is equal to 10. You are getting a 10 is equal to 10 only. Means 10 is equal to equal. Both are getting a equal value, right? Then we can say this associative property here satisfied for the whole numbers. Okay, so this is called as the associative property. Let's go for the next property. That is the identity. Okay, identity element. Identity element means whatever the number you are adding now, again you have to get that number only. That is a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a only. Means 2 plus 0 is equal to 2 only, right? So here, therefore 0 is the identity element. Okay, so 0 is the identity element here. Next, another property is there. That is last one property. Inverse. No, inverse they didn't given. Leave about that. Here I written a closure property, right? Closure properties. Okay, that is a plus b is equal to c for all a comma b. C is belonging to whom? Okay, so here there are four properties for the under the addition. Okay, under addition we are having a four properties here. What are the four properties? First one is a closure property. A plus b is equal to c for all a comma b comma c belonging to whole number only. Next property is commutative property, that is a plus b is equal to b plus a for all a comma b belongs to whole number. Next is one, that is third one is associative property, a plus b plus c, that is equal to a plus b plus c for all b comma a comma c belongs to whole number. Next one is a identity element. A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a only. So what is the identity element in addition? Always remember, identity element under the addition operation is always 0. 0 is the identity element under the addition. Keep it in your mind. Okay. So always 0 is the identity element under the addition. Whatever, maybe it may be a whole number, it may be integer, it may be a rational number, any number you can take. Okay. So always in addition, operation addition is there, then identity element is always 0. Okay, it is a general knowledge question also. What is the identity element in addition? They will ask. Okay, then you have to say 0. 0 is the identity element under the addition operation. Okay, so we learned here a four properties. That is, first one is a closure property, second one is a commutative property, third one is the associative property, fourth one is the identity element. Keep it in your mind. Okay, once again I am saying all the properties. Please listen here. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity element. Closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity element. Okay, so under addition we learned the four. Like this only under subtraction, under multiplication, under division we'll learn in the next class. Okay, so in next class we'll continue this one. Okay, we'll say what are the properties under the subtraction and what are the properties under the multiplication and what are the properties of a whole numbers under the division. Okay, that we'll learn in the next class. Homework is solve, that is exercise number 3.1 once again. Okay, start from the first main. Once again solve 3.1 in your HW. Okay, and this properties also 2 times write. Write 2 times properties of a whole numbers under the addition. That is 2 times. Okay. That is a homework for you. We'll continue in the next class. Okay. Thank you everyone.